Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Manitosh here, back for GBA D-league week 9, going on against Aaron2420 and his Calgary Infernapes. Make sure you go check him out, link in the description down below. Really great dude. But I'm afraid this week I need to win against Aaron to be looking good against playoffs. Now, before I start going over the team, I do have a little bit of, I guess, a spiel to say that I have some goals this week. And I kind of want to apologize for the last 2 weeks because I did run out of time on my turns. That's definitely not something I should be doing in these games. And I really felt last week's loss. It was like, oof. Like, I really felt that loss. It really sucked. It's just the way I lost. Goldo is an absolutely amazing player, and if he'd beaten me without me losing the Snorlax, I wouldn't be as mad at myself. But it's just the fact that I just sacked away my win con, not because I made a bad play, like against Zazo. I wasn't as angry because it was me. It was me that made the decision, rather than me running out of time. So what I need to do is make the decision to decide quicker. So I have taken steps to, how can I say, to solve the issue. There's no point in having the issue happen over and over again this season and not do anything to try and solve the issue. So, first of all, Tom mentioned in the power rankings, which thank you guys for doing that. It's actually awesome being in a league that actually does power rankings. It's awesome. That it doesn't look like I know what my mons do, which I absolutely do. That's just not true at all. And the only reason I could see him, the only reason why I could see him thinking that is because I calc everything. Like, I just calc everything. But the reason I calc everything is for my own peace of mind. It's like, I know I'm not going to make a stupid mistake because I know I'm someone that does look over the little things. I look over the little things, and that's that. It's like, it's just part of who I am. And I know that if I calc, then I'm not going to be able to look over something like, oh, I forgot it was 70%, not 75% that I remembered. And I do build the teams quite far in advance because I like to build a little bit every day, and I like to do mocks and stuff. So it's not always like 100% in my brain, the calcs, but I do know the calcs. So this game I am going to be going, you know, when I know something, I'm not going to calc it. I'm just gonna go at my heart. I'm still going to be calcing all my opponent's stuff to try and figure out his sets. I just think that's smart. I think everyone should be doing that. But for the stuff that I know I don't need to calculate, and I'm going to be doing that less. And hopefully that's going to mean that I'm taking up less time. Second of all, Zazo told me that I should have a backup plan, so within the first sort of 5-10 seconds, I should know what I'm going to do at the very least. That's like a decent-ish play. And then I can think it through afterwards, because I do like to think a few turns ahead. And I'm not exactly someone like Zazo who can sort of do it like this. He thinks a few turns ahead, whereas I have to sort of do a slowish process of thinking a few turns ahead. So I am going to be doing that as well to make sure I don't run out of time. And last but not least, as you guys can see, and I think Chimp, if you're watching this, then you'll appreciate that as well. I don't think he watches the intros anyway, but that I have changed the box to be smaller, so you guys can now see the Mons HP. And the timer isn't covered up at all, whereas before I could just kind of see half of it, and it was a bit distracting for me. So hopefully all of those things combined, and with the fact that I'm going to have timer in mind this match, I am going to be picking my moves a lot quicker, and I'm not going to time out. But I really need to be picking up a win this week, guys. Aaron is basically eliminated from playoffs. If he wins out, he's probably got a very small chance of making playoffs. I don't want to be the start of him winning out. Unfortunately, I am going to be trying to knock him out here. I really need this win. I need to be going 5-4. I had a tough start to the season. I think I had probably the toughest start to the season. We got some important matches coming up that we need to be winning, and that is basically that. So let's go over the team that I did decide to bring. Coming in first is Zydaddy, the Zyguard, who is 1000 Hours, Iron Tail, Extreme Speed, Dragon Dance, and Steelium Z. We then have Mew, who's Psychic, Toxic, Softboard, Taunt, and Rocky Helmet. We then have Rhaegar, the Charizard, who is Flamethrower, Toxic, Defog, Charizard Y, and Roost. We then have Snorlax, Return, Curse, Rest, and Sleep Talk. We then have Gengar, who's Shadow Ball, Sludge Wave, Dazzling Beam, and Pain Split. We then have Roadhog, the Pillar Swarm with Stealth Rocks, Ice Shard, Earthquake, Icicle Crash, and of course holding the Eviolite. So that is going to be the team. Not gonna lie, I did not have a lot of time this week, guys. I've just moved back to England. Like this week I moved back to England from Spain. That's why the whole surroundings is different. Hopefully the lighting's okay. It's gonna be different. I know it's not as good because I had a decent setup there in Spain, but I'll try and play around a bit with it here. But yeah, I just moved back, so I unpacked. I've been seeing friends. I've been playing a lot of tennis, and well, I was playing a lot of tennis in Spain, but you know, seeing family, seeing friends, and I haven't had a lot of time. So I'm not going to be uploading a team builder this week. I'm sorry, but as you guys can see, the team is pretty straightforward, which was kind of nice for me that it happened to work out that a pretty straightforward team has chances to win this game. I definitely would have liked to have had a bit more time prep, but we're already really late for this game. So I know it's kind of lame me saying I didn't have time, but it's the truth. So as you guys can see on the right, the 6 that I'm predicting Aaron to bring are the Mega Canscan, the Fable, the Thunderous. Those 3 I'm just like, I really think are coming. Then we have Volcanion, Hydreigon, and Donphan. The one I'm most iffy about would be the Donphan. I feel like he can bring the Archeops if he wants to go hyper offensive route. And he can bring the Bronzong to this game. I'm honestly really hoping he doesn't bring the Bronzong, because a Heat-proof Bronzong is a bit of a pain, because Charizard does beat all of his rockers. I mean, I really don't... Archeops can come, but I really don't feel like it's coming this game. And on paper, Charizard beats the Bronzong and the Donphan, but Heat-proof Bronzong I do not beat. But the thing is, if I'm like fully offensive Zard with Fire Blast, he still needs to have like an Occa Berry to check me. So I'm not sure if he wants to go Heat-proof. He may want to go Heat-proof just to live 1 hit. But I don't know. I feel like Donphan is the better bring fit in this match, but I'm hoping he doesn't bring the Bronzong. He loves Bronzong, so he could well bring the Bronzong. That's for sure. Then with the Hydreigon and the Volcanion, there's a potential he brings the Hariyama and the Roserade instead of one of those 2, or both of them. Although I do think that Volcanion and Hydreigon are better in this matchup. But Scarf Hydreigon is really nice for me. That mixed with Clefable basically always checks Zygarde, because Clefable comes in and makes sure that I can't get to... unaware Clefable this is. Make sure I can't get to +2, then Hydreigon outspeeds me at +1 if he lets his Clefable get weakened and gets spot by Steelium Z. So if that Hydreigon is not Choice Scarfed, then my Zygarde is going to have a really good day, I feel. Basically, I need to figure out if the Clefable is unaware or not as well, even though Steelium Z Iron Tail still does a lot anyway. But I think this team can do well. I need to play well, as it's not the best team, and Aaron's team was kind of difficult to prep for. But that is going to be all from this section. I've witted on for way longer than you guys want to hear, so I will see you guys at the battle portion of the video. We're here with the battle portion of the video, and as you guys can see, actually he brought an interesting team. So he brought Mega Kang. He did not bring Clefable, which I think is interesting, and he did bring the Roserade. So let's make this full screen real quick. So he brought Hariyama over Volcanion and Roserade over the, which is very surprising to me, Roserade over the Clefable. That surprises me a lot, I'm not gonna lie. No Clefable, and then he does bring the Hariyama, which is not so much of a surprise. Hariyama is actually a huge threat, but Volcanion was also a huge threat, so that being gone is absolutely spang-tastic. Okay, so that is the team that my opponent decided to bring. The question is, what do I want to lead with here? As his rocket is the Donphan. I do think I just want to lead Zard. I don't see him leading the Thundy. I don't see him leading Thundy. To be honest. He doesn't have Zong, which is pretty nice. I've got 28 seconds. So I think... what does he lead? He either leads Hydreigon or Donphan. So I think I'm going to lead with my Charizard here. I don't see him leading with the Thunderous. And that's the only thing it would be really, really bad against. It wouldn't be great against Kang either, but I can just go Mew. So... let's deal with Charizard here. Good luck, have fun, Aaron. It's sure to be a fun game. Definitely an interesting 6 from my opponent, not gonna lie. Very happy to see no Clefable. My Zygarde is looking really quite good this game. My Zygarde is looking really quite good this game. So let's see what he leads with. Let's see what he leads with. Burn. What is Burn? Burn is the Hydreigon. Okay, so this is fine. This is actually quite good. This probably leads me to believe that he is going to be the Scarf Hydreigon. And he may think he can just attack me. He may feel like he can just attack me, which he cannot. Unless he has a rock move, which would be kind of clean if he had a rock move. But I don't feel like he needs a rock move on this set. So I'm going to Mega Evolve here. And I think I'm going to go for a Toxic. I could see him going into the Hariyama as he switch into this thing, it being Thick Fat instead of the... I could see it being thick fat instead of the thing with the stuff, the guts. So I kind of like going for the toxic right now. I feel like Hariyama has got to be his switch in. So we're going to Mega Evolve here. If he goes for U-turn, then he's almost definitely scuffed. If you went for like Head Smash, that would be bad. But I don't feel like he brings Head Smash this week. But let's see, guys. Let's see what he's going to go for. Definitely scary. As he goes go for the U-turn, so he's definitely Scarf Hydreigon. I don't think he'd want to risk the Dragon Pulse if he wasn't Scarfed. So that's nice to know. Scarf Hydreigon makes a lot of sense versus me. Probably his way to deal with the to help him deal with my Zygarde. Probably along with Donphan, I'd imagine. Which is pretty nice. So Scarf Hydreigon, it makes that my Piloswine's job can be a little bit easier, but we got to confirm that it is Scarf, but I'm pretty sure after that it is Scarf. So he does go out into the Hariyama, and I'm not gonna lie guys, I do not have the best switch into this Hariyama. So what can I do? I can go Mew, but I don't feel like I want to lose my... I really don't feel like I want to lose my Rocky Helmet here. I really do not feel like I want to use my Rocky Helmet. Since this is his Zard switch-in, I would imagine that, and there's no way he switches this thing if he's not thick fat, right? Let's see how much I would do with a flamethrower if he's not thick fat. I would do over half, even with the Assault Vest. So, Rock Slide is of course going to kill me. I could Roost and then it's not going to kill me. Like I can Roost and then the Rock Slide is not going to kill me, which is really quite clean. I kind of like that play. So if I get rid of my Flying typing, then it does a lot of damage. It does do a lot of damage. But he could knock here. I do feel like he could knock here. Like I do feel like knock is probably his best play. I do feel like knock is probably his best play. Because Kang could be kind of annoying. I got 45 seconds left to make the decision. I think I just want to Roost here. I think Roost is going to be my default play, like as I said. But let's go back to this Hariyama. Like I am pretty bulky, that's the thing. And he should feel like he threatens me out. Like he should really feel like he threatens me out. I'm gonna Roost. Yeah, I'm gonna Roost here. Just to scout what this guy wants to do. And I can live any hit, unless he went for Earthquake, which would be kind of wild. Earthquake would be kind of wild against my team. He does go for the knockoffs. This is gonna do nothing to me. So knockoff should do 25 to 30% to me. If you are the set with the stuff. Like knockoff, the roll should be, if you're adamant, you should do about 48 to 57, which is not the case here. You did about 30 something. You did 30 something. So let's see if you are not adamant. Would that make it about right, knockoff? 44 if you're not adamant. 44 would bring me down to 41. So no. So are you just not attack invested at all? Is that what's going on right now? Yeah, I believe so. So this Hariyama is not attack invested. This Hariyama is not attack invested. I repeat. I can Roost all this thing quite easily. Even with the Rock Slide because he's not attack invested. So yeah, let's Roost again. Let me Roost again here. Just to see if he does have the rock move, then I can start attacking him. Or to see if he wants to go for knockoff again. Like I do just want to make sure that he doesn't. He does go for the Rock Slide here. Okay, that's cool. We should chew this. Should do less than half. It does indeed do less than half. And his little China is going to slowly be taking more and more toxic damage. Now it does say here that he does have an actual chance to take me out. It's very low. It is very low that he has a chance to take me out. And I will see him get the high roll, so I can switch out after that. But the other option is just going Mew. But if he's AV, which I am expecting him to be, then Mew. Okay, I don't know why Mew is not here. There you are. Okay. Then I'm not going to be doing enough quite yet with Mew. So I'm going to Roost one more time. There's a small chance he misses. There's also the chance that he crits, which I don't know if I live the crit. He does withdraw here, so that's cool. I got to keep my Charizard nice and healthy. Him seeing that he's not going to be able to take me out. And the Rock Slide crit, my calc is not loading. So we're going to Roost here as he does go Kang. So that's absolutely fine with me. I am going to go out into my Mew. Like, Mew is definitely the switch in here. And if he was, say, to... like, I'm not sure what my play would be. I think I would go for the Toxic. Yeah, I think I'd go for Toxic on the Hydreigon, or if I get in on this Kang, that would be pretty cool as well. So let's go into Mew here. If he subs, then I think I can just Taunt, because I don't want him Wish protecting, if you know what I mean. If he power up punches, that would be ideal, to be honest. I'd just go for the Toxic as well, or I can even softboard. I think softboard's actually probably the play, to be honest, with this Kang here. So let's, yeah, I feel like softboard is definitely the play. He goes for Fake Out, so that's some yummy, that is definitely some yummy Rocky Helmet damage right there. And Mew taking nothing from that. Mew taking absolutely nothing from that, so that's absolutely perfect for me. Let's see the damage though, with Kang. If you are, like, I'm predicting him to be max HP, no attack investment. But since he got Fake Out, that would suggest that you're more offensive, to be honest. Fake Out, if your no attack investment, does about 31. And as you can see there, we did 7, 11, about, what's going on there? We did about 28, so that would be about right actually, but if your attack investment, can you do 28 as well? If you are attack invested? Fake Out? No, you cannot, so you do seem to not be fully attack invested. I am just going to fire off the Toxic here. Getting that chip off on Kang is really, really nice. If Hydreigon could come out here, that would be nice. Goes down to burn, so that is the Hydreigon. Lovely jubbly. As this will give me Zard again. And this is looking like a big problem for my opponent here. It's looking like a big problem for my opponent. So we're going to pull a nice Toxic off on this Hydreigon. And he's probably going to U-turn. And then he goes... I don't know what he goes into. Maybe he goes Kang. But I like Charizard here. Like, Charizard is always the switch in. Sun's not up, is it? Sun is not up. So I've got 89 seconds. Sun is not up, so I am going to go out into my Zard here. I take this thing on really well. I don't have to calc it because I know that I do take it on really well. That's for sure. So let's get Zard up in the calc here. If he goes for a rock move, then a good play. But I don't feel like he brings a rock move this game on the Hydreigon. Let's see what he goes for. If he goes for Dark Pulse, that's nice. So if he goes for Dark Pulse, this should do little to nothing. As we absolutely chew that. Oh my god, Hydreigon. That is nothing, my friend. So well, that should do 45, which it does about. 45 min. So that's good. As we see, it did 42. Okay, so you're not fully invested in attack. But what I can do here is just go for the Flamethrower. Nothing on his team really appreciates this Flamethrower right now. As he goes for the U-turn, showing me that he is not Scarfed Hydreigon. So we see Dark Pulse U-turn. We don't see an item on this thing. We don't see an item. So I believe it's going to be some kind of berry. But that's definitely interesting to know. Roost Taunt Hydreigon is a threat to my team. So I need to bear that in mind. Not sure I agree with his first time play of expecting me to be bulky Zard and not going for Dragon Pulse, because I would have done a lot of damage to the Hydreigon. But getting a Toxic off on that Hydreigon, especially if it's bulky Roost Taunt, is absolutely incredible. And I do like the bring against me. Roost Taunt Hydreigon is definitely a good bring versus me. It's definitely something that I like from my opponent there. So he goes out into Jesus, which is the Thunderous. This does a lot of damage, man. Let's see how much this does. This does a lot of damage. What does it bring you down to? Oh my god, we take out the Thunderous. What the hell? Yes, let's freaking go. I guess he predicted like Toxic or something, but oh my god, that Flamethrower just taking out Thunderous. That's the biggest threat to our team gone. That's the biggest threat to our team gone. Alright, so Lax is freed up. He goes Donphan. He goes the boy Donphan. He's saying like, yo, not gonna lie, man, I'm sturdy and I've got a rock type move. That's what he's saying to me right now. But doesn't +1 Hydreigon, +1 Zygarde wins right now. I've got 76 seconds right now. I'm gonna click Flamethrower as my default. We're gonna go to Zygarde. Zygarde. No, I clicked the wrong one. Zygarde, okay. At +1. Like, I can Z-move a lot of things. The Hariyama is kind of the questionable thing right now. 50 seconds still, so that's cool. So +1, I do 63, which Hariyama is at. Kang is going to drop Roserade. Maybe I need some chip damage on. I probably need some chip damage on Roserade. Depending on the set, it could be Scarf Roserade. Max HP I almost kill. Z Iron Tail might kill it. Z Iron Tail is going to kill it. And Hydreigon. No, I need some damage on Hydreigon. I know that for sure. But I do like just getting chip on this thing. And yes, I'm a bit more vulnerable to Hydreigon, but I'm willing to take that risk. He may not even have the Rock-type move. He may just be bluffing it. I am just going to go for the Flamethrower here. And he's going to live and go for the Stealth Rock. So that's cool because Zard is my defogger. So I don't think that he has the Rock-type move on this thing, to be honest. And that would show me that he's Spadef Donphan. That would show me that he's Spadef Donphan. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so he's Spadef Donphan, and we do see the leftovers. So definitely Spadef. The question is if I just take this thing out, or do I defog? Because the thing is, what happens afterwards is he goes out into... Kang is the only real thing that can revenge me. Kang is the only real thing that can revenge me. So he has to go Kang. I go Mew. I don't get defog. And so I think I just want to defog here. It's the only chance that Zard is going to get to defog really, because there aren't many, unless I sack something to the Hydreigon to get Zard in, would be the other situation that could come into play. But I think it's more likely that he doesn't have the Rock-type move. So I'm going to go for defog here. If he does take my other Rock-type move, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So I go for defog. He should be surprised there. And let's see if he's got the Rock-type move. He's got Roar. Okay, so that is perfect for us because our pretty much our whole team outspeeds this. As long as we don't get Snorlax. As Piloswine comes out. Actually, I'm honestly, to be honest, I'm not sure if Piloswine outspeeds Donphan. But I feel like Ice Shard for sure kills. I feel like Ice Shard for sure kills. So let's go to Piloswine. Ice Shard does 25 to 30%, so maybe not. Crash, 50 speed. I think, yeah, they're both 50 speed. Okay. So I feel like it's in my best interest to take the Shard roll, because 2 Shards are going to kill anyway. He could decide to get Rocks back up. Yeah, I feel like it's in my best interest to take the Shard roll. Yeah, let's go for Ice Shard here. And see how much we do. I do feel like it's a roll. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, it doesn't quite kill. As he does get his Rocks back up. That makes a lot of sense. Potentially my play was going back out into the Zard. Potentially, actually. Thinking about it now. So I thought maybe that would kill. To be honest. Very, very tight. So I can just go for another Ice Shard here. If he wants to, he can save his Donphan. If he wants to, he can save his Donphan. But he's not. We're going to go for the Ice Shard and take out the Donphan. So that's pretty clean. So we have the Donphan and the Thundurus out, which is very nice for me. Right me out. That is very nice for me. So I don't know what he wants to go out into here. Probably the Hariyama. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. He can't switch into Gengar right now. Like, he really cannot switch into Gengar right now. I feel like he's going to go for a knockoff. I could sack Zard. Like, I really feel like knockoff is the play for him right now. And I feel like maybe Zard can live that. Let's see, though. Let us see. Hariyama. We know that you're not attack invested. Or we think that you're not attack invested, I should probably say. Knockoff is going to do 42 max, and I'm going to lose half of, let's just say, 186. So 42 is going to take me below that, yeah. So I am going to be sacking my Zard here. The question is, am I okay with that? Or I can sack Piloswine if I really think he's going to go. I've got 32 seconds, so I'm going to sack Zard as my default play. But what's Piloswine for? It's for Hydreigon. What's Zard for? It's for Hydreigon. And Roserade. Yeah, I'm going to sack Zard here. I feel like sacking Zard is the play. Well, I do feel like he goes for the knockoff here, but if he goes for close combat, then fair enough to him. I don't want to risk my Mew's Rocky Helmet. It's too useful for Kang at this stage, to be honest. As actually we have a very small chance to live this, which is kind of wild. Go for knockoff. He goes for knockoff. We have a good chance to live this. In fact, I think we guaranteed live this. Oh my god, we guaranteed live it. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is just fire off the Roost. As I'm assuming he's going to go for the Rock Slide here. He has a very small chance to take me out, but it is very small. It is very, very small. He goes for the close combat. Oh, that's a good play. That takes me out, right? Yeah, that takes me out. Okay, cool. Good play for my opponent there, that's for sure. But Little China is going to be taking a lot of damage. We've seen close combat, Rock Slide, knockoff. I feel like he has to have Ice Punch. I feel like he has to have Ice Punch. So I kind of want to go Gengar. And I think I get a kill. Yeah, if he Bullet Punches, then okay, but I don't feel like he brings Bullet Punch this game. So I am just going to go Gengar, and let's make sure we kill. I'm pretty sure, even if you're... because it could be bad, technically, if we didn't kill. Because I wasn't expecting you to be max Spadef, which you could well be for my Zard. That would make sense. I don't want to minus your attack. I want to minus your special attack. And then I want to go to -1 Spadef. Like a Dazzling Gleam, it does 46 to 55, so it's not actually guaranteed. But it's very much in my favor. But what other plays do I have? I've got 44 seconds. I can just go Zygarde. There's no reason why I can't go Zygarde right now. And go for 1,000 arrows, which is going to be able to take you out. Because I doubt you're defensive. That doesn't make much sense as to me. So Zygarde is the play. I do feel like Gengar puts him under more pressure in the long run. But I guess with this, he's kind of forced to... I'm just going to 1,000 arrows here. He's kind of forced to stay in case I set up. He is definitely kind of forced to stay in case I set up. But he can just go Hydreigon afterwards, which I no longer have the best answers to. So, has its pros and its cons. But then Hydreigon does... I can go actually Snorlax on the Hydreigon now. Because... I can go Snorlax on the Hydreigon now because the Thundurus went down. So in comes Kang actually. In comes Kang. So I'm going Mew. Like there's no reason for me not to go Mew. Like he's already taken a lot of damage. I'm going to take Rocks. I'm going to take maybe a Return. But I feel very comfortable about Mew. I thought that he'd go Hydreigon. To be honest. But I can just go Lax. So he goes for the Ice Beam. Okay, cool. So we see Ice Beam on this thing. So that kind of led me to believe it's more bulky. But Mew absolutely chews that. And I'm just going to go for the Soft Boiled. I feel like he goes out into his Hydreigon. And that thing taking toxic damage is really good for me. I can go out into my Snorlax. I want to save Piloswine just in case he is the taunt set. Because that could be kind of a nuisance to my Snorlax. But getting off a big return on something, he doesn't have anything that wants to take a return from my Snorlax. And in fact, if he's not taunt Hydreigon, Snorlax may just win this match right now. Like I have a few chances to win this match as he pulls a double out into the Hydreigon. Oh no, sorry, I'm a turn ahead of myself. I feel like I've clicked the Snorlax button already. What am I saying? But this thing is pretty weakened. And Mew is going to be pretty healthy. Sunlight is going to fade, that's absolutely fine. This thing's slowly getting chipped down, which is really nice, putting it in Zygarde range. My Zygarde, let's see, Hydreigon. 1,000 arrows at +1. There's 77 to 91, so you're pretty much in range, which means I do think that Zygarde just wins if I get the opportunity to set it up. But the question is, he's got Hydreigon, he's got the Kangaskhan, he's got the Roserade left. So my best shot would be him having Hidden Power Rock Roserade and not Hidden Power Ice. I'm going to go Snorlax here, but the Hidden Power Ice I do feel is more likely. He could not have Hidden Power at all. So Roserade would be my best bet with Zygarde, but however, if he's not taunt, I potentially just win with Lax right now. He goes with Dark Pulse. I'm going to absolutely chew this like it's Thursday afternoon. And I want to know how much I'm going to do to this Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan. Because I am Choppal. And like that's the most Kangaskhan could hit me with. And I don't think that you're offensive. So, sorry, I got 2 Kangaskhan's up because I'm a smart boy. I got 2 Kangaskhan's up because I'm a smart boy. So I do 35 to 41% to this thing. So I think I'm just going to go for the curse. Is that smart? I actually think return is smarter. I actually think return is smarter. In case he's taunt, Kangaskhan takes a lot of damage. He goes for the U-turn. Okay, so he's not taunt. That's cool. Like at +1 defense, I would have taken it on relatively well. Kang, like I would have taken it on relatively well. But I do feel like it's just better getting off a big return here. He doesn't have much for this Snorlax, not gonna lie. As he goes out into the raid, he goes out into Rosa Raid, so we're gonna find out what kind of Rosa Raid this is together right now. As that does, oh my god, that does so much damage. And we see Black Sludge on that thing, so a max HP return, that's a +1, sorry. Return to 62 to 74. So that would look about right. I can't see because it says grass poison. Yeah, that would look about right. So I feel like you're max HP, which means you can't really touch me unless you're Leech Seed. But I do think I'm going to kind of go for game right now. And curse up. Let's curse up right here with the... as he goes for spikes. Okay. So I'm just going to curse here. And I think that might be game. Do I need another one? Do I need another one? That's the only thing I'm not sure is if I need another one for Kangaskhan. It's more the defense I'm worried about, but I don't think you're offensive. I have the Choppal Berry. Return does 32 to 37, so I just got to stay out of 98 range from the Kang. And Rosa Raid is going to be doing how much to me? Rosa Raid is going to be doing how much to me? 55 max with the Sludge Bomb. So I would be out of range. And then if he goes Hydreigon, I can rest. Let's just make sure that that's right. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be out of range. Kang. Let's get Kangaskhan. How much have I got left? 66 seconds, so I'm fine. 98. So yeah, I'm going to be fine. So I'm going to fire off the return right now. As he goes for the Toxic. Okay, cool. So I do feel like that's game. Because he doesn't have Taunt Hydreigon. I do have rest. We're just going to fire off the return here. Down goes the Rosa Raid, and Lax is going to clean up this game. I think so. I think so. I think so. That's exciting. We're going 5-4, which is pretty sweet. Well, I say we're going 5-4, but who knows? I'm probably going to let Kang power up punch. He's going to crit me or something. I don't know. Goes into the Kang. So how much health do I have on Snorlax? 127, so I live this for sure. If you're 252, which I really don't think you are, I live it anyway. I would go down to Toxic afterwards. But I feel like I just fire off the return here. So, because I don't think you are invested. So then you're going to do 98 to me. Do I go for a differential? No, because if he power up punches, that would really suck. Let's return. Let's just return here. Let's just try and get the game. As he goes for the return, we should chew this. Oh, that did more than I expected. Okay, hopefully this kills. We are going to go down to Toxic, I'm pretty sure. But that is absolutely fine. Getting 4 is still good. Yes, okay, Snorlax picks up another kill against the Mega Kang. Maybe actually, if I wanted to save differential, I could have gone Mute. I live on 1. And he's got Hydreigon. I kind of just want to go Piloswine to save differential. Because I know I outspeed it with Gengar anyway, so I wouldn't be like losing anything at all. I wouldn't be losing anything at all. And differential could be absolutely clutch. I'm not going to lie. In this point in the season, differential could be absolutely clutch. It could be absolutely clutch. And I know I outspeed this thing with the Gengar. So I am going to go Roadhog here. Let's just make sure I'm not being a dum-dum. No, he can't 2-hit KO me. Okay, I knew that. I shouldn't have calculated it. I knew it. I knew he couldn't 2-hit KO me. Going Roadhog here to try and save differential. I'm sorry, Aaron. It's no disrespect for you. It's because that the playoffs are going to be so tight this season. And I need every single inch I can get. This Dark Pulse is going to be absolutely chewed by the by the Pillow Swine here, and 108, so Draco does not take me out. So I just go for the crash here. If I miss, then iShard should be able to take him out next turn. So let's just crash. And hopefully we don't miss. He's got Dragon Pulse, so I think we've got this, unless we were to miss this. Would be kind of unfortunate, but we do not, and that is going to be the 5-0 against Aaron. Oof. And his Calgary Infernapes. Aaron is going to have a chance to get his revenge against me if I had joined the MPL, so that is going to be hype. Really good game to you, dude. I think, to be honest, the game kind of changed when you sacked your Thundy. That really put you in the back. It's I can relate. It's exactly what I did against Zazo. I just sacked something that was way too important for me. Like, I had nothing for Thundy. I mean, I had Lax. But then you could have pushed me into a situation where I wasn't able to switch in Lax on the Hydreigon if you had Thundy around. So I think that was definitely the big game, the big game of the play, the big play of the game. But GG to you, dude. That is going to be all from me today, guys. We are now 5-4 and we're looking good for playoffs. Next week we play Randy HCL Productions, and we're looking to secure our playoff spot against him with a win. So that is going to be all from me today, guys. If you guys did enjoy today's video, please leave a like rating down below. If you're feeling like an absolute legend, make sure you go ahead and smash that subscribe button. But other than that, I will smell you later.